All right, this is Rob G from Masa for the Raza. We got Mr. Incredible in the casa. How you doing, bro?
Good, bro. How's it going, man?
Is that how you like to be considered?
It all depends, man. I got that name about 5 years ago when I started fighting, but the little kids labeled me that about 8 years ago for my daughter's party. I dressed up as Mr. Incredible, and then the name stuck with me.
Oh, that's cool. Mr. Incredible, you what are you, the MMA fighter or what do you?
Yeah, I'm MMA, bro. I started MMA about exactly around the time I got the name 5 years ago.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
Yeah. So how did you end up jumping on that?
So I grew up in a little town of Greenfield, California.
Yeah.
Salinas Valley.
And I got to stop you there because that's really, honestly, I think that's what kind of gravitate me towards hitting you up and saying, hey, I got to get you on the mic because, I grew up in Greenfield back in the 90s. So I was like, all right, this guy, he's from Greenfield.
yeah, little farm town, little Greenfield boy. But yeah, so we moved there when I was 5 years old. Came over from Mexicali. No older brothers, no older cousins. And man, I was the smallest kid in class, man. I used to get picked on a lot. And one day I just decided to defend myself, and I was just naturally good at it, man. And ended up being a high school all-star in football and won a state and nationals in wrestling. Got into jiu-jitsu when I got out of the Army. And then everybody's like, why don't you try the fighting? Why don't you try the fighting? And one day I just decided to do it.
Nice. Coming from Greenfield, I pretty much grew up there. I don't know. To me, when I grew up there, from an outsider, it probably looked like a very a quiet town, but it was kind of I don't know how you say. I don't want to say rough living, but it had its.
I know what you mean. It's kind of hard. There's really no way to kind of
describe it. Yeah.
But what can we say? It's a town. It's an agriculture town. Where most of the parents, both of them, are working all day.
Yeah.
Kids are in the streets raising themselves.
There we go.
And it wasn't like today's generation where they have all this technology. We was out in the streets.
Yeah, we were out and about.
We were roaming the streets. We were roaming the streets. So it was rough. A lot of gang activity over there, and when you're not around your family, sometimes the streets become your family.
You said you had to defend yourself.
Yeah, I was, like I said, I was picked on a lot. And my dad and all my uncles were pretty bad when they were growing up in San Jose. My dad he never taught me how to defend myself because he thought you can walk away, and we all know that that's not really the case.
Yeah. Sometimes that's definitely not the case.
The more you do that, the more you get picked on. Yeah, it was pretty rough. I was very defensive, and my parents, since I was the oldest, my parents kind of tried to raise me in a bubble. So
okay.
We know how that.
And you're the only child, right?
No, I have a younger brother who's 28.
Oh, okay.
But like he's 7 years younger than me. I'm 35, so we didn't really, we didn't bond till we were older because 7 years, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
It's like a whole generation. Yeah, so it was pretty crazy. And then being the pastor's son didn't make things easier.
Did you get any funk for that, or?
Yeah, I used to get a hallelujah boy.
Oh, okay.
Or how is especially in those times where most of the people there were Catholic. And they're like, oh, how is it that your dad's married? He's not supposed to be married. I would catch that one a lot. Your dad's a sinner. He got married. Yeah, I would catch that one a lot at school, man.
Yeah. Did you grow up there pretty much?
I grew up there till I was about 15, and then I moved to Merced.
Yeah.
I finished junior and senior year of high school because I got expelled my freshman year in King City. Back then, Greenfield didn't have a high school.
Oh, okay. You're the last one of the last ones.
If you grew up in those mid '90s high schools where King City didn't have a fence, and there was rumbles. Oh man!
Oh, you might remember that big, humongous rumble back in the days.
And then there was a rumble one time where they didn't even try to stop anybody. They just brought out the video cameras and recorded everybody.
Yeah.
And then they started pulling people out of class later.
Yep.
And even some people that weren't even students, some older guys came from off campus.
Dude, it broke down all the way to 7-Eleven. Across the street there was a 7-Eleven. I remember my brother was kind of he got caught up in that mix. I remember that.
Yeah, but that's when we used to at least fight with hands, though. Nowadays, you can't even look at someone the wrong way. They're trying to shoot you.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of crazy because I just recently went back to King City. I went there for probably my freshman year, and that's when I actually ended up moving out. But yeah, it's all fenced up, man.
Yeah,
it looks like a jail. We're like, what the hell?
Hey, they learn. The other high schools they built, they learn from that.
Yeah,
because if you look at Greenfield High, it's fenced off. If you look at saw it that high.
Yeah.
It's fenced off.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
they finally
like,
got enough funds and said, let's
yeah.
close this up, man. Everyone's sneaking out.
They got smart.
um, so coming from there and, moving out, it really does give you a different perspective on things, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It gave me a different perspective. Where like when I went to Merced, to me it was easy there. The last 2 years of high school were so chill. I went to the Army. My parents moved back to Greenfield. Once they seen, okay, he's good, they came back to Greenfield. And but I enjoyed the process. I look back at it and I'm like, could I do it again? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because man, it was tough, but I appreciate it, and I look back and I think it made me tough.
Yeah.
It's like a mental toughness built in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm blessed. I'm
I,
blessed.
I feel you on that one. I
Yeah.
totally feel you on that one. Coming from there also, especially during the 90s, I pretty much got a lot of dead homies.
Yeah.
A lot of them are locked up. I mean, it's just kind of, and some of them are just kind of gone, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah,
literally
I know what you
mentally
mean.
gone.
I know
So
what you mean.
it really hurts and it really sucks. But unless you step out,
Yeah.
you kind of realize there's more life.
Yes.
It's not just it's gonna be that way. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Every time I see somebody and they say from Greenfield and
Yeah.
they're doing good and they're live, I'm so happy just to see that, because it's just like my sister-in-law used to be on the mix and knowing what's going down
Yeah.
with who's who and what's what, and it was always bad news. So it was just like, man, who now? Like what?
Yeah. And it's funny because a lot of successful people come out of there, but you never hear about it. You know what I mean? You'll hear all the negative stories because that's the only thing that's portrayed on the news.
Yeah.
Same thing with Salinas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think that's why when I fight, you see in my picture it says representing, fighting out of. I put Salinas Valley.
Yeah.
Because to me it's like I represent the whole valley, because there's this stereotype over us, but people forget we live like in one of the most beautiful places on earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's beautiful. Look,
Yeah.
we're outside. Matter of fact, before I continue, we're outside at Max Fit.
Yep, shout out to Max Fit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right here. I'm getting my meal. I'm trying to lose some weight because this shirt is pretty tight right now. So I'm trying to feel comfortable with it again. Weather's nice. We're outside. You're gonna hear a lot of noise in the background for sure. But we're kind of spoiled because
Yeah. I've been all over the world in my time in the Army, and you always find your way back home.
yeah.
Even in this state, I think we're in one of the most beautiful parts of the state.
Yeah. I mean, right now the Napa fire is going on.
Yeah.
It's spreading out everywhere. I've been working up in Santa Cruz, and it's just thick, man.
Yeah.
Like I literally got to go to work today or tonight, and I got to put on a mask because
crazy.
it's that bad. But we're cool over here.
Yeah. You don't see nothing. Look at the sky; it's clear.
Yeah.
You know, I got to go to school in a little bit at CSUMB, and sky is clear.
You got the
we're
beach
blessed.
right there,
We're
man.
blessed, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I really don't think that people kind of acknowledge that. I think they just really get caught up into
Yeah.
the mindset of everything's just bad.
Yeah.
And nah, man, that's cool. So the fighting, you said, so what's your style?
When I first started, I was considered a wrestler, grappler, because I would take people down, and all my wins were like by TKO, by taking them down, ground and pound.
Okay.
But I love the striking game. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really take it to it's been a while since I've gone to the floor. I keep it standing, but I just love the striking part of it, to be honest with you. I do jiu-jitsu, I do my grappling on training, and I'll even go do some tournaments, but when it comes to the fight, I think there's nothing better than exchanging leather, man. You know what I mean? It's just fun. I love
So
it.
striking, for those that don't know, what does that mean?
You're kicking, you're punching, your elbows, your knees. You know?
So you
everything,
you go
everything.
straight. You still go straight gangster.
Yeah,
Just,
straight gangster, man. I don't think, come on, I get to punch someone punches
Yeah.
me, and I get paid for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't get arrested. I actually
that's
get paid for
that's
it.
some good therapy right there, bro.
That's a perfect therapy. That is a perfect therapy. That's why I tell my military buddies or kids that have anger issues or at-risk teens, man, send them to me. Send
Yeah.
them to me, because by the time you're done working out, you're going to be too tired to be running the streets. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You'll be too tired to be mad enough. So you're just going to like want to shower, eat, and go to bed.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah, I mean, I think that's really a nice thing to say, because here in Salinas, I didn't even know. I for many years, for about 15 years, I was up in San Jose. I know the MMA was creeping up there pretty hard, and then when coming down here, I'm like, oh man, it's crazy. That's
Yeah,
actually
it
so.
took off.
Is there certain spots out here that?
Yeah, I gotta give a shout out. You know, when I first started my training, I was at Fighters Corner, Master Henry Cortez, and perfect place right there on John Street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good spot. They still got it going on. You know, I moved on from there. I went to the Bay Area for a while. Came back. You got Kuktar on Main Street on North Main. That's also a very good gym with Master V. A lot of good guys right there. One of my good buddies that just fought on Bellator a couple weeks ago, Alex Lopez, that's where he trains. And I go in there and I get some sparring and work done. Also, we got Red Line with Uncle B. We call him Uncle B. An amazing place for people I want to start off. And, you know, also for like the kids that don't know nothing, that just want to learn and get a workout in. I'll teach classes at striking class at Team Take Flight, which is 800 North Main Street. We got Coach Berto, Coach Fredo right there. And we work a lot with kids. We bring them, like the ones that can't afford to pay for training. And I tell them, man, when I go speak at the schools, I go, send the kids to me. Send those kids that are having problems with, that they need something to do. And because, you know, once you get them in there, it's up to them how far they want to take it.
Yeah.
But you got to plant that seed, you know, knowing that somebody cares. You know?
Yeah. And one of the things I do, you know, I do follow you on the Instagram. One of the biggest things that I always see is that you really are about the kids. You just did kind of like a presentation at one of the middle schools, or?
Yeah, I was at Natividad Elementary.
Oh, elementary.
Yeah, it was. I talked to first through sixth grade. Vice Principal Marquez, good friend of mine. He invited me to speak, and I gave some presentations, talked to him about anti-bullying, about making positive choices. And it was an amazing experience, man. And the kids really opened up, and some started following me on Instagram. I had 2 of them come in yesterday and work out with me.
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah, it was a good experience, and like always a way to give back, you know, because like I said, coming from this valley, just, you know, and then Salinas, you know, I rep Salinas all day because I've lived here too for so long.
Yeah.
It's just, man, you want to give back, and you see the potential sometimes in these kids that maybe they don't even see in themselves, or maybe no one even tells them that they can achieve anything.
There
they
is
set their minds
a very like a self-esteem kind of a thing around here,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I
What do you
kind of
think?
see it. I see sometimes a lot, you know, you raise in the streets, sometimes you think, oh, I'm going to be in the streets, or
Yeah.
I get that mindset from a lot of the kids that the self-esteem was like more, they feel like, I think, not just stereotype, but I think that they feel limited.
Yeah.
And I think it's a mindset thing, and we kind of plan it in their heads, you know, and keep pushing at it, and kind of like water it and put sun on it, let it grow, let that seed grow, man. Maybe it'll flourish into something beautiful, and they can after that they can carry it along, and they see that they can really do anything they set their minds to.
Yeah, then, you know, I honestly, when I moved down here, that was one of the biggest things I see. I even like, man, there's so much potential. There's so much there, and you know, I loved it. It's just because we're at a spot that we can learn and we can grow here.
Yes,
you know, a lot of places that you feel like you have to already bring your A game, and you still can, you can just grow from here.
Yeah.
So what are you doing now, man? What's going down?
I'm a senior at CSUMB.
Yeah, smarty pants.
Right, you know, it's funny because I was one of those people that just got by in high school, was lazy.
Yeah.
I was just into like the scene with my friends, the sports. I was a jock. I remember my senior year, instead of taking my girlfriend to the winter formal, I went to a wrestling tournament. I was like, hey, you know,
That's definitely an ex, right?
Yeah, she's an ex. She actually just got married, but we still really good friends. But that's the thing, you know, it's like I was so into my sports and my friends. It was weird. It was like, to me, it was like schooling was just secondary.
Yeah.
But now, you know, I take it serious. It's my education, and I'm actually going to graduate with honors in May from CSUMB, so I'm so pumped. I'm going to start applying for grad programs here in the next couple months, and I'm just pumped up. You know, I'm blessed that the military pays for my education because I'm a, combat veteran. But, man, just going to pursue it, going to finish my degree, stay in school, and working with this fighting, man. And like I said, just donating my time whenever I can, just reach out and help these kids, motivate them, push them. And, sometimes I feel, who am I? I'm not good enough to be doing this because, I have faults. But then I remember, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
And as long as we giving back and you can make a difference in one person's life, then it's all worth it,
Yeah. So growing up here, one of the biggest things is the boxing, now MMA. So what's your thought on all those, man?
No, man, boxing. I love boxing. I wish I could do a couple pro fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I can handle my own in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
I don't think I wouldn't be trying to box no world champion.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be trying to do what McGregor did with Mayweather. You know what I mean? But oh man, I got love for my boxing community, man. We got
Yeah, because there's a big.
Oh yeah,
also, there's
we
a
got
big
Ruben Villa. He's a youngster. I think he's like 8-0 now.
Nice.
I even follow him on Instagram. Man, I'm one of his biggest fans because he's overcoming the odds and not being a statistic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's coming out from the hood and he's doing his thing and he shows love to Salinas all day. Yeah, but man, I got love for the boxing community here. And
Okay.
you know what I mean? Some people hate on MMA, this and that. I don't get into that discussion. I think it's totally different.
Yeah.
Different sport, different type of cardio for sure. Because I can spar in the boxing ring, but if we start grappling, if I haven't conditioned for that, I'll get tired. But yet, if I try to go in a boxing match and I'm over here with my hands down and moving around and trying to do my moves, my MMA moves, I'm gonna get knocked out. You know what I mean? So I think it's just different, but I think that's the beauty of it. You know what I mean?
Well, that came out good.
Hey, I just keep it real, man.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
Love. I show love.
That's cool, man. That's awesome. How's your hand doing, man?
My hand's good.
Well, first of all, because dude, if you follow this guy, you're gonna see nothing but pictures of bloody faces, and I mean it's savage, man. Oh man.
I think I got into the sport a little late. I probably should have started earlier because I didn't start fighting until I was 30, and usually by the time people are 30, they're already like a little in their prime, starting to go downhill, but. Oh, man, I do it because I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't do it because of the money. If I did it for the money, I'm in the wrong sport. But that's one thing I'll always guarantee is action and blood. You come to my fights, there's going to be action and blood. So you're going to get your money's worth of my fight alone.
I kind of got nervous because people showed around. Because I was thinking of no, don't worry about it. No.
Chris doing his thing, man.
Do your
That's
thing.
Max
I know you
Fit
do.
right
I know you do.
It's all family
we
right
got
here.
Mr. Max Fit right here.
Give
him props. I'm honestly been waiting to eat this food right here. This some bomb food. If you follow, matter of fact, if you follow my Instagram, Masa for the Raza, MASA for the Raza, you will see if you scroll down, you actually see a hack that I did for the Max Fit because I actually can feed my family with this. This is. Do you want to say anything about this food? I might as well get him on the mic. Just Chris,
right here,
get
Chris,
it.
Owner of Max Fit.
Just give a little props out. Might as well you got young.
Hey, how you doing? How you guys doing? So I mean, we have a solid variety of food options here at Max Fit. So our whole core values are we want to have something for everybody. We have very extreme dieters food, brown rice, chicken, clean vegetables, all the way to like your fettuccine alfredos, a little higher calorie dishes for something my kids personally love. But CrossFitters, people require a little bit more higher calorie intake. So yeah, it's all our stuff is all made with vegetables here from the Salinas Valley, all prepared here locally, fresh daily. Reasonable. We have ongoing, specials, 15. You can buy in bulk, get a better deal. But yeah, that's it. So we're just kind of like our thing is just to provide a healthier option here in the community, quick, convenient, and affordable. The website for the food is maxfitmeals.com.
Yeah.
There we go, Chris.
Yeah, appreciate
Spencer,
it.
man. He's a man. One thing I want to say about Chris while we're on the subject, I got some cool sponsors now, but oh man, Chris has been backing me up since
From
day one,
one,
man. When I was poor, right out of the army, didn't have nothing going on. He's been taking care of me since day one. Before I even had my first fight, when I was an amateur fighter, he's been taking care of me, man. So it's been good to see his growth and success here in the valley, and it's good to have people like that surrounding you, man. It just makes your team that much stronger.
That's a big, and I've gravitate to that, locals helping locals,
Yeah.
and just kind of, giving back.
That's the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And one last thing, man, how could I forget? I was over here thinking about so much. Also, shout out to the other Salinas pro boxer, Rudy Puga Jr., who's also undefeated. You know what I mean? So we got some athletes here, man. We got some athletes here coming out the hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
We on it, man. We on it. Repping that 831.
People are really in to the sports activities. Working out. I kind of wish I had time, but hey, at least I can eat a good meal.
Yep.
And honestly, and no joke, man, we're not getting paid for this. I'm not getting paid to do this. I honestly, genuinely come over here because it is real good food. Straight, fresh, organic.
Yeah. Fresh daily. That's
daily,
a good thing.
bro.
Daily. They stock up daily. They go through hundreds of daily.
10 o'clock, boom, get here, and you start seeing that they're already stocking up every single day. You can actually get an account that, what is it, 119 right now?
I think like 115, 119.
Yeah, for 15 meals.
And you don't have to take them home. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
They put your name in the system. You could just come in, pick one out, eat it whenever you want. You don't have to take them to your fridge and let them spoil. That lasts as long as you want it to last.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, like today I just came in, got it. There's sometimes, I ain't got no money on me, and it's like, hey, shit, I got a meal on me. At least I'm eating.
Yeah, you already got it credited for.
Yeah, I'm already credited. I'm good. Or, my wife just comes down, hey, get something. We can chop it up, make a meal.
It beats fast food for sure.
Yeah, man. It really does take a toll when you feel the difference, man. You really do feel the difference and guilt-free food. That's pretty much what I say.
And it's tasty. That's a good thing. It's tasty.
Yeah.
And
they got a bunch of hot sauces.
Yeah, the variety they got is crazy.
Yeah. Also the shakes and everything. I'm gonna try. I tried one. It was a PB&J.
PB2 Blast.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
All pumped up, man.
Yeah, I had an extra caffeine to mine.
Yeah. Oh, man.
One of those protein cookies. You're set.
You must have been beating your chest, bro. Hey, so I guess as far as the MMA future, like, what do you see? Like, what are you planning, bro?
So I had
because I see you're going to school.
I had an opportunity to go to Bellator last year and fight, and I couldn't take it because I ended up getting knee surgery. But the goal is, it used to be UFC, but now it's, I love Bellator, man. I seen the fight. I was there backstage in the tunnels with them a couple weeks ago. Now I wouldn't mind, but you know what? I do it because I love it. And the schooling, my education, my career. What I'm going to end up doing is more important. But the fighting to me is like, I love it. I train hard for it, but I'm not going to rely on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My goal is to have my own, like, gym, but not like just a small gym, but like an expansive gym where I have boxing coaches, jiu-jitsu coaches, wrestling coaches. Like kind of like my gym where I train out of in San Jose called Smash. Something like that here for the kids, you know what I mean? Something that they can afford, even if they can't afford it, some type of program we could work, kind of like a non-profit, but we on it. We taking those steps necessary to achieve that. And but my fighting, I've been on TV already. You'll see me on TV again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just honestly, I'm 35. I want to fight till I'm 45.
Oh, man.
Hey, I've lost a couple fights, but I want.
Well, is it still? Because I was looking up. Is it 3? What is it? What's your?
My pro record?
Yeah, your pro record.
My pro record is 8 wins and 3 losses, and
Hey, but I see you went against Bobby Brown. Is that the
yeah. I got some quality wins, man. I remember I started off 7-1 with 6 finishes, and I fought on TV in Idaho for RFA. They're now LFA, and it's kind of like the feeder promotion for the UFC, and kind of like the winner was kind of guaranteed a UFC contract.
Mm-hmm.
But I took that fight like on 2 weeks' notice with a broken hand.
Oh.
And I lost a split decision. But the thing that got me, I didn't lose because of the broken hand. I lost because I was out of shape. So that was my thing. My Achilles heel has been, when I'm not fighting, I haven't kept myself in shape the way I should have been.
Yeah.
And, I'm not going to point the fingers. That's my own fault. But that's just me. You know what I mean? I'm saying I could easily be 11-0. I'm 8-3 with 7 finishes, 5 of those coming in the first round.
Wow.
3 of those coming in less than a minute and a half. But like I said, it's just the bad decisions I made. You know what I mean? We live and learn, but you know, it is what it is. I enjoy it. You know, it's a good record against quality opposition, and you know, I bring it, man. I love fighting guys that are bigger than me. I'm a 6 foot heavyweight, which is short for the heavyweight class.
Yeah.
That's even short for 205 pounds for light heavyweight. But you know, I love it, man. I've always been an overachiever. I always like to fighting the bigger guy.
So someone that's interested on doing this, you know, there's a kid or something, or a parent's like, you know, what's your advice or what?
For the kid, I say, man, you know what? If they need something after school, they put them in sports. You know what I mean? And if they still can't handle it, I would bring them to train with us, even if it's only twice a week. But
yeah, because you did a little hard nail football too,
yeah,
didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother, I think my brother played with you at that time and stuff. Yeah.
2002, I think we played. When I played, I was with the Berlangas. Now one of them's a varsity coach in Gonzalez High, and the other twins a varsity coach at Saudade High.
Oh, crazy.
And yeah, we won the championship in 2002. The fun thing about it is, I didn't even get to play in the bowl game because I had just got out of active duty.
Oh man, they shipped
and
you
guess who got called back? They called me back on Black Friday. I had a report.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was an experience, you know. A lot of stories I could tell my daughter, and then future kids I have and future grandkids, you know.
Any props you want to give out to anybody?
You know, I got to show love to Rogue Empire, my coach Eugene Jackson and them boys up in East Palo Alto. Another place at Stereotype. You know, I was up there living with them. Learned a lot. Smash Gyms, San Jose. It's my Smash Gyms family. Said all my family here at Kuktar MMA, Team Take Flight, Red Line. Got to show love to my old gym, Fighters Corner. You know, Flow Cryotherapy. If you ever need some recovery, hit it up. Like I said, Max.
But that's
Fit.
the one that you dip yourself on. It's like
No, you just go in there and they kind of like you go in a chamber and it's just like, instead of an ice bath, you just get frozen for like 3 minutes. But it feels so amazing. I went in 35, came out feeling 25.
Wow, man.
You know?
Yeah, because I've seen pics on people, a lot of people posting it.
Yeah,
all
man.
you see is just your head popped out. Like, it looks like
it boosts the metabolism and your body feels great. It's great for recovery.
Yeah.
Especially for the nicks and knacks and the back, you know, the knees, the sweat, everything.
So is that kind of like a new way instead of taking that ice?
Yeah,
that's
you know
how like in football
the new way. All the major gyms in the U.S. Are starting to put that flow cryotherapy chamber in a cryotherapy chamber inside their facilities, you know, and it's great for recovery, and it beats being in an ice bath for 15 minutes.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you again, man. I really appreciate it. I've been trying to get you on the mic, but it's
been a while.
Like you got a busy schedule. I understand. So I got to get to work. You got to get to school. What are you studying up for?
Psychology major.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm getting my bachelor in psychology, and I'm applying for actually MBA, Master's in Business Administration for my grad studies. So we on it, buddy.
Man, you got plan A and
plan
B.
We got it going,
bro.
man. We got it going.
Hey, thank you again, man.
Thank you for having me.
If they want to follow you, is there anything?
Yeah, so my name on Facebook is Josue J.R. Lugo, and on IG it's Mr_Incredible831, and on Snapchat and Twitter it's Mr. Incredible831. So follow me, man. It's fun. I always post some funny stuff. We have some good discussions, and we go back and forth. Very entertaining pictures, and I guarantee your day won't be boring.
You're talking about discussion. Were you really serious that you were talking about fighting up in Russia, or is it?
Oh yeah, I was serious. I actually got offered a fight on November 14th in Russia, which is a Wednesday, but I don't know if I'd get the days off of school. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm a senior, so school is more important to me right now. Yeah. So I'm gonna end up fighting November 18th at Kezar Pavilion in San Francisco. For Dragon House MMA, I'm the reigning heavyweight champ. I'm gonna be defending my belt, and
I didn't even mention about that. I've seen the picture with the kids they're all happy, you know, taking pictures with the belt.
It's my first pro belt. I got offered a fight for another one down south, but can't say nothing till the contracts are signed for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay tuned. November 18th. It's going down, man. Like I said,
Where at?
Action and Blood. Keys Art Pavilion in San Francisco.
In San Francisco.
Saturday, November 18th. So, my birthday's on the 20th. So, you guys want to give me a birthday present, just go out there and support.
There you go, man. Cool. Once again, this is Rob G, Mr. Incredible. Thank you again, bro.
Thank you, brother. You guys have a good one. God bless.
Cool.